copper. Cool. Close that. I'm good. Sure, we'll let people roll in. Oh, where's my chat? There's chat. Hi, Ferret Man. How you doing? You're doing all right? We're back to mining copper and other stuff apparently. So what's your hobbies? I like reading. I read mainly nonfiction, philosophy and anthropology mainly. Although I just picked up a sciencey book that is talking about if there are significant differences in like brain structures between male and female brains. I think is what it's going to be about. I just started it, so I don't 100% know. I like making music, playing music, listening to music, video games, would you believe it? When I was more able-bodied, I liked going hiking. It's kind of on pause for the moment. I will return one day to hike. I like going on walks. Anime and manga. Lately it's just been manga though. What else do I like to do? Pretty much it. Do like me a good video essay. You got any hobbies? Any hot ones? All of my hobbies are hot because I'm hot, but you know. Well, okay. Was I just punished for my hubris? Nifty, hello, how are you? How are you, love? I'm doing okay, all things considered. Doing my best to get my streaming in. Doing what I can do. Probably going to be another short stream, but I'm here. And that's what matters. Sometimes your best is all you got. And that's okay. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? Doing well, about to hop on some repo again? Man, you are on a roll. That sounds fun. I hope you do not kill... If you're playing with Remy again, I hope you don't kill Remy again. Or you can kill him. I'm not your mom. I want amber. What do I need amber for? What do you do? Oh, you got silk touch on you. Oh, I ain't playing with Remy, I'm playing alone? Ooh, good luck. It's a lot scarier when you're by yourself. It does level up your skills, though. Also, you don't have to fight over upgrades. There's some pluses. I should have gotten more watermelon before I left. Yeah, never mind, fuck that. Alone, more scary. Aw, but it's good to be scared every once in a while. Get your blood going. I bet there's some paper out there that says it's healthy. It'll be good for you. Okay, I think I got enough to go back, if I can figure out how to get back. Why is this not mined? Who did this? It was me. I did this. Balls. Bailey Beard, I have missed your balls. That's a sentence. Please no one clip that. Uh-oh. I had a feeling this is not the way back. I had a feeling I just made a mess. Fuck you, Gregtech water. You know what? We're just gonna seal it off. And pray it doesn't become a problem. See ya, Bailey Beard. Hi, Prowess. How you doing? Nifty, what do you mean, no? You telling me no? I mean, you can tell me no. I do appreciate people who are able to say no. Am I near the stairs? Probably not. God damn it. I think the stairs are this way. Oh, they're right here. Lucky me. Well, Nifty, if you don't want to play Repo by yourself, you can always hang out here with me. I'm cool. My mom says I'm cool. Need to Move that. Where's my water? Yeah, you are, darling. I know. I know. I'm the coolest. Nobody knows this. I just am. I try to tell everybody I know, and they're just kind of like, yeah, And then they know me, and they're like, damn, you actually are the coolest. I'm like, I know, I told you that. Brad, you redeemed first. Congratulations, your prize is pregnancy. Woo! How you doing, Brad? I wish I could get pregnant sometimes. But I don't know if that's just like my body screaming at me. Like my hormones are just like, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant. Or do I actually want to get pregnant? I don't know. I know it sucks and there's like a lot of pain to it. But like, you know what? Sometimes you need some pain to get to better things. I do ask myself if I'd like to be a parent, and I think I would eventually. When I'm like financially situated, children are expensive. In this economy, I gotta have a good paying job. Or my spouse has to have a good paying job. Either one. I'd also like a good paying job. I feel like... Actually, so... all money loses value over time. And so... wages have not kept up with this. So, like... While everything's getting more and more expensive and wages have been, like, stagnating, like... I think it'd be better if we both had really good jobs, because the dollar just ain't worth as much. Isn't that fun? I love capitalism. It's so great. It has all these funny little quirks. Damn, first has been redeemed. Gotta be quicker than that. Don't worry, I believe one day you too will redeem the first redeem, and you will be rewarded with pregnancy. Wait, that's the reward? Of course! What greater purpose in life can you serve other than getting pregnant by me and bearing my children? Actually, everybody please get abortions. I cannot afford any more children than I already have. Hey people, uh-oh, Nifty's going to announce something. Hey Zephyrin, hope you're doing well. Uh-oh, what's Nifty going to say? Brace yourselves, everybody. Let's just kind of... I am people, I think. What's up? I think you're people too. Not as well as I can be. Hey. That's great. Better than being about as poor as you can be. Deep breath. Nifty, you perplex me in ways I do not understand. How are we doing on this? We should have oil. Somewhere. Is it in the pipes? Oh, it's not even filled up yet. That's okay. We need to place some pipes to get our fuel going, but we do have some copper here, which is good. And shove all this in there. And that will all placed in its proper situations. Do you know the Muffin Man? I actually do. He's married. Who's married? She's married to the Muffin Man. You might be asking, oh, the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man nursery rhyme? Seeming innocent was linked to a dark urban legend about a 16th century baker named Frederick Thomas Linwood who allegedly lured children to their deaths with muffins on a string. You know what? If that guy's killing children with a muffin on a string, like, more power to him. Hi, Start Dash. I am playing Gregory Tech. How dare you use his full name? I'm just gonna make it snake to here just because I want to keep this hidden. Just like my mistakes. Knew the story, not the name. Dang. I knew nothing. I was fully ignorant. Turns out I did not know the Muffin Man. Gregory Technology the 6th. I should post that in his Discord and just be like, oh wait, I should do that right now. I'm gonna say, wow, they out here posting his full name. I think that'll be a hit. Oni, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Mod pack makers being so proud mixing mods that aren't even their own. They do be doing that. But, like, I don't think we should completely look down, because it is kind of like a bartender, like, mixing a drink, right? They're like, sure, they didn't make the alcohol, but they mixed it in a particular way. That's kind of cool. Another way to word is the legend claims that Frederick Thomas Linwood, a baker living on Drury Lane, used muffin tie strings to lure children in dark alley to murder them. We need the indie horror game about the Muffin Man. My life is full of mistakes and misery. There we go. We let the oil flow. It is in my blood as an American to let the oil flow. Okay. That should be a start. We are going to need more oil shale, so I'm going to go ahead and make a trip out for that. Oh yeah, if I recall, I remember I started baking potatoes. Get some potatoes going. Did someone say oil? What the fuck is a kilometer eagle screech? I actually know what a kilometer is. It was named after John Clom, who tried to make his own measurement system and then fucked up. And that's how a kilometer was born. It's actually, it's like, I think it's like 1/100th of a football field. Or like 1/400, like, you know, like a track at like high school or something. It's like 1/100th of the straightaway. Kilometer much easier than miles. Well, kilometer's not even a real number, so got 'em. Honestly, jokes aside, the metric system makes so much more sense. I don't know what we were thinking by keeping the imperial system, especially since we literally were like, fuck you, imperialists, we're gonna make our own country. It makes no sense whatsoever. But life is full of misery. So, here we are. I'm gonna need more than 4 potatoes, so we're just gonna pretend we're getting stuff done. Potato, what are you doing here? Me coming home to my future wife. I do have a bunch of oil, don't I? I'm thinking eventually we need to make another separate processing system just for oil shale. So, say what you want, but I think we should keep the system that gives the imperial buttload. But what about the metric shit ton? Gragging your tech right now? Oh yeah, and I'm about to 6 all over the place. You guys think that your life is ever a failure? Why do I have cesium in here? How do you measure density? I'll be 100% honest. I went to college, and it was music college, and it just made me lose everything I gained in high school. I used to be able to do calculus. Like, I skipped a math grade. I don't know what anything is anymore. Density is in Greg's Protect. This is why you're mod unsqueakably. Bringing order to the chaos. If I could double mod you, I would. Is this not the right hammer? No, it's not. This is not a soft hammer. I need a soft hammer. Who the fuck made a hammer out of my ender pearls? Oh, that's probably chaos. Truthfully real? Hi, Bloomy. How you doing? There we go. Now we're in normal piles. Bodenheimer. I'm gonna go. How you doing? My health hasn't been great lately, but I am persevering. I am focusing on keeping myself happy, trying to present myself with more opportunities in life, and doing my best to keep a smile on my face. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Caster. How you doing? Things do be sucking. My country is like actively falling apart, as is my health, but I may not be happy all the time, but I do try to make sure to be happy some of the time. Because can't experience happiness when you're dead, so might as well do it when you're alive. You're doing well in that. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Yesterday with my streamer friends, I did well, like, so the new FNAF game came out, right? And like, I'm big into FNAF, unfortunately. And so I was just like, okay, no one's gonna hang out with me while I play this stupid game, because let's be real, the FNAF fandom is how do we describe the FNAF fandom? Cursed. Let's go with cursed. And so I was just like, fuck it, face reveal, go. And it worked. It was like moths to a flame. Where's my pickaxe? Oh, there it is. It was great. I tricked them all into hanging out with me while I play FNAF. They suspected nothing. It was great. What did I need? Oh, yeah, I saw that I had a low pickaxe. Do you guys get a face reveal from me? Maybe in the future when I'm feeling, what do you call it? When my self-esteem has dropped and I need people to call me hot. I was about to be disappointed, then I missed your face reveal, then I remembered I'm blind. That was just for my friends, so stay tuned. It might happen in the future when I make it big. I hope I get, like, famous VTubers coming to me to ask me about financial information. I can just be like, maybe don't spend everything on Hatsune Miku figurines. And they're like, I can't stop that. That's because you're so hot. I am hot. I'll call you hot. Thank you, Nifty. Am I being called out? Are you? I wasn't even specifically talking about you, but like, if you want to do a self-report, you're more than welcome. I need a stick. There we go. I can say Sparrow's hot as fuck. I seen her. It's true. Nifty has seen me. I'm pretty hot. Does that guys change your opinion of me? Did you guys want me to be ugly? Some people are into ugly people. I like some ugly people. I've had some crushes on some ugly people in the past. I don't think we should always think of ugly people as undervalued. Really, the biggest problem in terms of the beauty stuff, or just our whole discourse, in my opinion, is that we just place too much value on beauty. Like, a lot of the liberal mindset is like this, everyone's beautiful, but like, no. Because if everyone was beautiful, then we wouldn't use the term beautiful, right? Because whenever you say a word, it automatically invokes its opposite, right? So there's beautiful and not beautiful. So like, if you're saying everyone's beautiful, that does develop a concept of ugly people, right? So rather than saying, you know, everyone's beautiful, that, which is a phrase that puts emphasis that beauty is good, which we all know that there's some beautiful people out there and there's some beautiful, not so beautiful people out there. Really what we should focus on is taking away the social impact that beauty has. Like it's all fine to have beautiful things. Like, I'm not saying get rid of beautiful things, but we need to accept that ugly people are still valuable. I made 67% profit off of selling my Nintendo stock today. Ooh. That's awesome. Did you buy before the Switch release and then sell after? That's always a good move. She's seen me. Nifty is really fucking cute. Not gonna lie. I assume that everyone who has a nice voice looks good as well. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of voice actors that are not the best looking. But I think the best thing that I find that most ugly people are funny. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's ugly people that have been really jaded by our culture of beauty to be very ugly. Oh, see? There I am going. I just almost said ugly personality. That's how enraptured we are in that culture. But I found some people to have nasty attitudes because they've been jaded with our culture of beauty. But, like, what was my point? I think being funny is attractive. I know we equate beauty with attractiveness. There are, like, multifacets that you can be attracted to. I'm hilarious, thanks. Watch out. About to be single no more. It just shouldn't matter socially if somebody's beautiful or not. It's unfortunately a thing that is perpetuated by both beautiful and ugly people. Everybody's involved in it. I have a wife and a husband? Oh, okay. I guess I'll see you around then. Yeah, the idea that there's only one kind of beauty is not useful in reality. But again, you said that there's only one kind of quote-unquote beauty. You're still using and are framed in the beauty culture. That's, like, how ingrained it is. And, like, granted, I also, like, was about to say ugly personality. Like, I'm in it, too. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you guys learned something today. Anyways, Gregtech is a great mod that you all should play. Or just watch me play. Whatever you want to do. What the heck? That's a stone. How'd you get here? Get out of here. I find crazy attractive. I have some insane exes. You do you. I ain't judging. Never would say no to extra wives, though. It's always an interesting question. I'm, what do they call it? Ambiamorous? Which is like, I'm good to be polyamorous or monoamorous. And I always wonder, how many wives is too many wives? Or how many husbands is too many husbands? Or how many spouses is too many spouses? What's your limit? I might self-destruct. Nifty, what? What is the equivalent of that for ambidextrous? Ambidextrous? What I said, which is, ambiamorous. Same, I didn't study English. The same part of the word. I'm on the first round repo and I had 10k gnomes come and I have 3k. No! Nifty! Sometimes you have to just drag in the bare minimum. And sometimes you just have to restart. Not gonna lie though, I suck at killing the gnomes. I don't know why. Everybody else seems to have a really easy time, like, killing them. And I'm, like, decent at the game. I have my play style. Like, there's some parts that I'm not good at, and that's one of them, is just throwing gnomes. I suck. I also broke a vase. God damn it, Nifty. Get your head in the game, come on. Grab him so hard. I finally learned that if you hold down the grab button, you can pick them up that way without having to just kind of go click, 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 click. I think you're supposed to grab them at the feet. But like in the moment, I'm always just like, fucking gnomes. Get the fuck away from me, I don't need your gnomeness. Y'all know of the band Gnome? There's a band. I think they're more hard rock than metal, but they're like they're a gnome themed band, and they're like, no, they have some metal stuff in there. We're gonna call them a metal band. Sometimes it's hard to tell between hard rock and metal, but they're like oddly good for a gimmick band. Like, there's other gimmick bands, like, there's a metal band out there, and they're all dressed as Ned Flanders, and they only sing about Ned Flanders-themed stuff. And, like, it's funny, but, like, after a while, you're like, alright, the gimmick's the only thing that's carrying you. But, like, Gnome's pretty good. I don't know why. I have 11k now, at least. I would have, like, 23k. Oakley Dokley's definitely... Yeah, Oakley Dokley, that's it. Never heard of it. Talk to me about them for 3.5 hours straight, please. Unfortunately, I don't know enough information about them to be able to talk about them for 3.5 hours. I just know that they're Scandinavian. They're definitely a bunch of dude bros, judging by their music videos. And they wear the pointy gnome hats. And besides that, they just look like dudes. Which I think is extra funny. I think low quality stuff is funny. They're like the music band equivalent of a shitpost. But it's good. Which, like, a lot of shitposts are. Must be real. I want to hear Sparrow yap about one topic uninterrupted for 3 hours. Do you? I don't. I might scare away my audience. I feel some people feel that way about Baby No Money. I genuinely like Baby No Money. I think he's decent at what he does. Which is, you know, I know he's far more a content creator than most musical artists. Like, you watch his music videos and you're like, yeah, this guy's about making content. Especially he's on TikTok. But he seems like a genuinely good guy. Like, I know at the end of all of his music videos, it says that this, like, his stuff was filmed on the unceded territory of what I think are Native Canadians. And I think that's super cool to, like, recognize that. I don't know if you guys know about Canada's relation to their natives. It's abysmal. Like, we all have this vision of Canadians being, like, super nice people. Not so when it comes to the native population. So I think that's cool. Especially since he does not seem native himself. I could be wrong about that, you know? I don't know his full... You know, I'm not that obsessed about Baby No Money to know, like, his bloodline. I actually would like Baby No Money too, but I think some people see him as a gimmick. Part of it is, because, like, he is, like, yeah, I've heard a few interviews with him, just because I wanted to know what kind of guy he was like. And, like, he has talked about, like, for example, he's got one song where he says he's the Gen Z Eminem. And he's just like, I'm not Eminem. I can't compare to Eminem. I just put that in so that people would just talk about it. And he was talking about how he literally had people be like, take that out. That's stupid as fuck. And he just kept it in because he's just like, but what if? Why are there so many creepers? What the heck? Early Baby No Money is absolutely a gimmick. I think he's grown to be so much more. I like that now he's just a buy disaster. That was close. I should not repeat that. Canada did create the peak that is Dan versus. I don't know that one. I love all of his random ass cosplays. I love that he, like, does not shave his beard. I think that's absolutely hilarious. He's just like, nah, I'm keeping that. Who am I cosplaying as? Iron Mouse? Nah, I'm keeping the beard. Oh, did he do Miku? Hell yeah. Miku with beard. He is definitely, though, like, a pop artist rapper. And what I mean by that is, like, I do know that he scans what's, like, popular on SoundCloud, for example. And then, like, if there's, like, a specific pattern to it, like, say, like, they're making their 808 beat hits distorted, which is something he's talked about noticing, he'll ask his producer, like, hey, can we add more of these? This is what's popular in SoundCloud. So I do know that he's, to some degree, not necessarily being, like, the best at his craft, but, like, being popular. And I do know he thinks a lot about his content creation side, too, because he is a content creator. But, I have no problems with that. I think your goofy-ass music's kind of good. I did a song with Miku, I'm pretty sure. I don't doubt it. It's actually not that hard to do a song with Miku. Seeing as Miku is a synthesizer, very easy to do something with Miku. Shout out to Japan for looking at a synthesizer and going, what if I make it waifu? Very Japanese. Danvers is an unhinged cartoon created in Canada in 2019 about the unemployed friend who goes to side quests and literally hates on everything. Interesting. Every Miku is canon. Good job, Miku. I'm proud of you. Ten out of 10 wood smash synthesizer. Not the synthesizer. It is wild, though, to think about, like, when there's a Miku concert, it's not really a Miku concert, it's like a, you're going to see a synthesizer concert. I think that's funny to think about. Like, it's not presented as, like, here's music, played by this instrument. Like, no, it's a Miku concert. Why do I have so much gunpowder? Why do I have no ender pearls? Why do I have chicken? Nobody tell her about an infected mushroom. I know about an infected mushroom. Infected mushroom's a duo. What are you talking about? Very different. Vocals is the best instrument. But see, like, Miku's not technically vocals. Miku's a synthesizer. That's what makes it so weird. Alright, do we have a flow of oil? They have the definition of the synthesizer concert. This comes from an EDM nut. But, like, they have people performing or have, like, programmed the synthesizers, right? But, like, the synthesizer is not, like, the group itself, right? Because I know that Infected Mushroom's a duo. At least they were last time I was on Wikipedia about them. Hola, Pato! How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Oop. Gimme. Like, what I'm saying is that, like, to put it in, like, a different way, like, if you're going to, like, a cello concert, that's an instrument, right? Like, nobody out here just like, oh, I'm gonna hear cello in concert. They say, I'm gonna go hear a couple of artists play cello, or I'm gonna go to a cello concert, meaning that I'm gonna hear several people play the the cello. You know, they're here to see like a cool thing on cello, but they're not like, oh, did you know that cello had a concert? It's just it's fun to think about, you know. I don't know, the last concert to which I went was an acoustic, so yeah, but you're not like out there just being like, guys, acoustic's having a concert. Hi, Dark Reven. How you doing? I don't need to tell you this, but I think I triggered your autistic. I need to overexplain mode. I'm sorry for doing that. I'm sorry. You just were saying wrong things, and I felt the need to correct your wrongness. I know, right? I'm very arrogant. I apologize. Okay. I think I need to make some machines. Holy shit, these guys have sound now? I updated Gregtech before going. Oh yeah, there was the wax update. So now, apparently we can use wax. So paraffin wax is something that you get a lot of, and normally you can't do anything with it. So he did add some stuff that we can do with it. We need to do molten. Okay, so you can add it to Steam Cracker to get Abyssal Knight? Oh, so changes in what you put in here. To get... Wait, what are we getting out of this, though? This is antimony. Oh. Oh, so you'd use it in processing to get byproducts, increased chance of byproducts. I played the orchestral bass once upon a time. Usefulness. Hey, that's a great instrument. Tell me why my TV voice mode triggered when I said updated to Gregtech. I don't know. Anyways, very exciting to see wax processing. Alright, I think I need diamonds for making something. Pressure. For sure I'm gonna need 2 of these because I kind of recall these being slow to process. We're going to process oil shale to get more out of it is what we're going to do. So it takes 128 ticks to do that. And then to sluice 1, it takes 144. I'll just make one of each machine. I don't need to do all this complex thinking. I'm sick. I don't have enough nutrients to think. What are your thoughts on Misty? I have no thoughts. I have not heard of them. What do I need? Bronze. Okay, so crusher. So I'm gonna need a robust, which is 2 sticks plus 3. I'm gonna need 3 long rods. They're not sticks, they're rods. Throw those in there. Light that up. Organize my inventory while I'm waiting. Oh, I read the last thing is MTY, and I thought you were talking about the city of Monterey. You kids and your cities. I'm not financially pilled enough to explain it to you. You have to look it up. Okay, I'll go look it up. Oh wait, not MTY. I've been poisoned. MSTY. Oh, you're talking about a stock. Yield Max Master Option Income Strategy ETF. I know a lot of Yield Max option ETFs are considered by a lot of people to be yield traps. Which means like the yield looks really high, but the volume or like the liquidity of it is poor. Like it's hard to get rid of it. Got about a 1% expense ratio. The volume. It's got a decent volume. What has it been doing? Oh. Started in April and it's just going down, which is why it's too early to say if it's officially a yield trap, but like it has the potential to be one since it is going down. It pays very high dividends, like 80%ish. It's saying here it pays right now 140%ish, which it probably that number has changed because the price is going down. It goes down every time it gets paid out. Yeah, that's what they mean by yield trap. But like, you know, if you're making more than what it's going down by, then, you know, could be a good option. You'd have to figure out what those two numbers compare to. This was something like this. There's a crusher. Now we need a sluice machine. Sluice. I'm gonna sluice this bitch up. I need a shitload of bronze. That's what I need. Okay, let's start with thinking about how many of the small bits do we need versus how many plates we need. So for small bits, we're going to need 4, 8, 12. This is going to take 2 sticks, that's 14. 2 long rods, I should say. And then I think that'll make it 15. We'll see. While that's cooking, we will... We need 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll have just enough to make this, but that means we will need to make more bronze. Actually, I'm gonna need to make these also double plates. I don't know why I split them. No! It finally broke! My anvil! No! That's so sad! It lasted me so long! Oh, it's a pain to make. Do I even have access to all of that? Pink iron. Wait, I think I could make that. Herd of bees, hello! Happy Pride to you as well. I've been not feeling great, but I'm still making it. Still alive. Somehow. Rings. And geese. This worked out for me so far. I just rolled dividends back into it most of the time. Hey, if it works, it works. It's a little too soon for me to tell whether it's good or not, but I've been into SVOL. Although it tracks the I think the S&P, so it hasn't been doing great in price-wise, but like it'll go back up, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just holding out. We won't have enough, I don't think. No, we will have enough. Right? No, we won't have enough. That's okay. Surviving is all you can do. It is all I am doing. I'm trying to be, positive. How we doing? Looks like we're doing great. Life is good. You are smashing, right? Oh, we smashing. Alright, we're gonna figure out how to make red steel. To make red steel, we need... No, not meteoric red steel. I'm good with just normal red steel. I get normal red steel. Looks like steel, brass, and rose gold, but we're gonna need black steel. That's gonna be a more complicated thing to add. So this is made by nickel, black bronze, and steel. So we're gonna need to first make a batch of black bronze, which we can do with... No, that's electrum. Okay, so let's first make a batch of electrum. That's pyrite. We need gold. My portfolio has a lot of ETFs, and I do some high-risk market moves on the gaming market, mainly because that's what I know. ETFs are increasingly a smart move. I would stick to a market that you know. Like, ETFs are, like, it's hard to beat how risk averse they are. Do I have silver? Just because they dip their toes in just so many different things. There's silver. It just makes it so good for being risk averse. Okay, you guys combine at... that much. Wow, I'm so good at using my words. I am just a poet. Didn't even know it. Another one I use is fart. What's fart? Let's go look at fart. Federal Realty Investment Trust. This is a REIT. What is this? Oh, it is a REIT. REITs can be good. It's good to diversify. It's the option when you don't have the money to be your own EFT. EFT? Electronic fund transfer? What? Oh. I am confused. Machines, they speak to me. They're very loud. Wait. Go faster. Oh, you know, I could stop being an idiot and start looking for what I need next. Three per 2. So 3 times 8, which is 27. Right. Something like that. So that's 24. 25, 26, 27. I'm not sure what I'm going to... Oh, you meant ETF, okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to reinvest my Nintendo money into. I wanted to put it to anthropomorphic, but they're not public yet. Anthropic, sorry, not anthropomorphic. How do I split this up? That's 8. 8 and 9 is not really enough. That's 9. That can be 6. That's 15. Yeah, I didn't do the math right somehow. That's what it should be. That's okay. We don't have to do math, right? When do you combine? You combine, it's slightly higher. Maybe I could invest it in FromSoft if they're on the public market. During this kind of volatile time with like tariffs and stuff, it might be a good idea to stick it into bonds or something that's or physical gold. What's that one that's gold bullion ETF? What I'm thinking of. IAU. Yeah, let's go see how they're doing. Yeah, go look at IAU. Because, like, one thing that people do invest in during a volatile market, like we're in right now, especially one that's, like, sinking, because we have a president who is like, I don't care about the economy. They invest in physical gold because that price often goes up. Give it a moment to get all our stuff. Looks like that is all good. I'm gonna figure out, I think, black steel next. 1 to 1 to 3. I don't know if I have that much steel. I have barely any steel. What is this, steel shovel? We're just gonna slow this process down for a moment. Oh, didn't even do it that much. I'm glad you can recommend the ETF version of it, because I literally can't invest in physical gold for reasons not explained, but it probably is somewhat obvious to you. Yeah, if you just buy physical gold, you can't, you have to pay for like shipping and stuff. Hey Ava, how you doing? Also, you have to store that. Nah, just buy an ETF. Get that liquidity. You might also, I absolutely despise recommending it, but Bitcoin does go up. So I'm just gonna check in on the Bitcoin ETF. Because the Bitcoin ETF lets you invest without actually holding physical Bitcoin. Or, I guess Bitcoin's not really physical, but... What's the first one? IBIT, I think, is the first one. It is going upish. I recommend gold over it, because Bitcoin's just so volatile. I hate Bitcoin. Bitcoin's awful. Good, we were talking about butt chugging. What a lovely topic. If y'all didn't know, how you take alcohol and drugs will vastly change, or sometimes not as vastly change, how it affects you. And one way you can take drugs is through the ass. This has been a great life lesson with Sparrow. Where's tetrahydrite? Hedrite. My little river. Let's see, this is what what I've got for steel production. So I'm gonna need 120 steel. Now you might be wondering, why am I making so much? Is because what I've learned in Gregtech is that you should make way more than you need, always, if you can, because having leftovers is like always a godsend when you just need something. The bars. Make steel, you need iron. Make iron. Make it through this. It's 5 per 2, so... God, I love my friends. Having physical gold sounds so sick, though. It is true, but, like, shipping is weight-based, and gold's heavy as fuck. For those reasons, too. I was talking about SSI limits. Oh, yeah. Well, but, like, gold doesn't count as currency. So it doesn't count unless you sell it. Vodka tampons, I already know what I need to know just from that statement. How much hematite do I have? I have 3 hematite. I got a feeling we're gonna make a drastically reduced amount of red steel as I thought we would be. Or than I thought we would be. I need nickel. Wait, hold on. I'll need steel later. Fuck. It's fine. No. We make black steel from 3 to 1 to 1. You know, I'm just gonna make one small little thing of it. Nickel. Where's my nickel? There it is. My material. But we're not making shitloads of red steel, because apparently I am low on stuff. This melts at that temperature. Right, that's lower. Yes, okay. We're gonna do 1, 3, and 1. This is fine though, because like black bronze plate is good for item pipes. So I got more stuff to make item pipes. How's my oil doing? Okay, so I'm not producing in surplus, which is fine for now because I'm not going to run this forever. That might be a problem for future things. So I probably need to make more of these. I had a friend visit me a while back. We drank a whole bottle of whiskey. He was mildly drunk and I got freaking wasted and ended up with spins because he's 6'4" and I'm 5'0". Tall people, am I right? We should just kill them. Okay, this is slightly complicated. But I have the bare minimum, so I'm just gonna stick that there. We're gonna need 4 of those. 1 brass, 2 steel. 1 brass, I got the steel. And the other thing we need is rose gold. Oh wait, if I can just use the chemical formula to just make it that way. So 4 gold, 1 copper. 1 copper. 4 gold. Can you chop me off at the knees instead? I don't know about that one. I don't know if I want to chop your knees off. I'll be 100% honest. So we can put back the 1 steel that I have. Guess I need to go on a hematite adventure. At some point. If it's between being dead or shorter, I can be shorter. I can change. Is there surgery to make you shorter? I know there's surgery to make you taller, and it looks really painful. And also, you get really awkward with your motor functions. Because your body's so used to, you know, being itself, and all of a sudden you've changed it. There is height reduction surgery. Just let you know. You melt at a higher temperature than this. 1, 2, 4, 1. An axe can do a lot. It can also kill you. Did you know that? Doesn't it just artificially break your growth plates and replace them with smaller growth plates? I have no idea. I am not an expert in this topic. You know, why don't I just keep my plates in here? I swear I had a bunch of stainless steel plates. The boys are wasted. That's what I kind of gathered. I watched them play, some of my friends are playing, they were playing Chained Together with alcohol, which I just feel is a very poor decision. I've seen people have trouble playing it sober. I don't know how alcohol is supposed to improve anything. Apparently they are even more wasted. Oh wait, take those with me. Well, I have enough to make what I want to make. Life is good. I noticed in this update they added a pixel here on the Xaeros, and now they look like eyeballs to me. I broke a growth plate once, it got better. Can I just identify as a short person? You can identify as whatever you want, but that doesn't reflect reality, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, for a long time, identified as a dude. That didn't work out for me. Danny told his friend he can marry his sister. That sounds like Dandy. My wife is intoxicated. Everybody getting drunk. Poor decisions are where viewers come from, though. True. Also, good to see you again, Telerath. Fuck, I'll never not see that now. I know, right? I have cursed you. You're welcome. Aw, you miss my annoying ass? Of course I did. Your annoying ass comments and I get engagement. There we go. Why I was like, oh, it's finally disappeared is because this can take 5,000 hits before it gets destroyed. So it lasted a very long time. Where's my hammer? There it is. Got that. We're gonna need to make some bronze. I should probably ask myself how much bronze before I just do something that I'm going to regret. Oh, I should also check on my distilled water. Huh? Okay, I'm good on that. I'm just gonna start this guy. Just so that I can make sure that we're still getting distilled water. Okay, so for the sluice machine, I need, for double plates, I need, how many more? The 6 is going to be part of for the robust, and then I need 6 more, which is not a number I can get exactly, but we'll just have a little left over. We're gonna need it anyways. I pay you an engagement. Honestly, that is a very important part to streaming, so I will never look down on anybody who's just here to watch. Now it's like you become increasingly well favored if you donate to my Ko-fi. Wink, 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 wink. Now one days when I don't question why the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim there's a location called Stillborn Cave. Maybe that's where they put the stillborn corpses. I don't know. Do we consider a fetus a corpse? I'm late. Live type, thank goodness you're here. Do you consider a fetus, a dead fetus, a corpse? I know, very important discussion right now. Cause like, I could see it as, like, you need, like, a person to be a corpse? It's a dead something. Just what do we want to consider it? That's my question. Bye, Oni! Oh no, we started talking about dead corpses, then Oni left. Guys, what the fuck? Oh, I made one too many. That's okay. Anyways, I know you're probably just actually just going on your way, so thank you for stopping by, Oni. Man, I did that from memory. This game is ingrained in me. Loose done. Let's go for the... Next is the centrifuge. Their laws. Or their gain. Maybe they're doing something productive. Oh, what would you look at? I need more brats. I need 21 more. This is not going to 4. Does though, so that'd be 6. And then 6 times 3 is 18. My hair is the color of your avatar. Oh, white! Oh, I'm sorry. Blue? Actually, I chose my skin tone to be supposedly racially ambiguous. What I was trying to go for, like, could be white, could also not be white. Could just be tan. I'll send pictures, okay. I can't make Kofi go. Why can't you make Kofi go? Why does Kofi need to go? I like Kofi. Can we keep Kofi? I guess the one race you could tell that I'm not is black. I am white in real life. I'm not claiming to be another race. I can't get to your code. It's on screen. It's code. Oh wait, hold on. co-feed.com/Sparrow plays GT6. Yeah, it's there. Do I have it linked differently in the description? I did update a bunch of things, so thank you for letting me know that. No offense to content creators, but I fucking hate Kofi. I love Kofi. It does not steal half of my earnings. It just steals those, I think, like 15%, 10%, 15, 20, somewhere in that range. Where's the description? Info. Not there, okay. Oh. Thank you for donating to my Ko-fi. I appreciate that. You can change the Twitch link, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I'll move to my center screen so I can actually see. Under manage. Does anybody know where it is? It's my charity for the day. Thank you. Your charity did go to the disabled, so. Nuke Taco, I haven't seen you forever. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I am currently trying to figure out how to change the description of my Twitch. I am a professional streamer, it is true. I go to channel, maybe? Not the creator dashboard. And then, can I edit it here? Oh wait, you're on YouTube! I'm a fool. Doing good. I lost my job as unemployed for 3 months, but now I'm moving up at my new job. I am both sorry for your loss, but also glad that you are moving up. Do you like your new job better? Is it worse? I hope it's better. Where's my description? Yeah, everything's still Sparrow of Cups. Thank you for letting me know. I do have a link tree now. I'm gonna put that. I've not been too financially hot myself. I was lost my job. The Doge taketh away. The Doge taketh away. I like the swing shifts better, but the mornings were killing me at my old job. Work security at the Adidas headquarters in Oregon. Ooh. We're like besties. I also live in Oregon. There we go. Share my link tree. Copy. I'm just going to that, I think. Am I still Sparrow of Cups here? How do I change that? Ron and I have stopped being sisters in our lore, so now we're... Now she's my mom? My 2D mama. And my 2D father. Fuck it, I'll figure it out later. I need content. I need to get back to content. I live in Washington, but Portland, Oregon isn't that far of a drive. Oh, cool. You guys want to hear my most boomer take? I absolutely do. I have my own boomer takes. I don't need yours. We need it anyways. How's your health been last time I tooled in? You were coughing up a storm. I no longer have a cough. I was getting better, and then my medicine failed. And so, I was around in March. And so I had to switch medicines to Entyvio. Which, why do I have this? Which Entyvio, or I need to not do anything while I talk about this. Entyvio takes 6 months to kick in, so I've been absolutely getting wrecked by my health and just trying to survive. I actually basically took off, like, I think close to a month from specifically Minecraft. I played a bunch of other stuff that didn't require a lot of thinking over on Twitch, but basically what I'm doing now is like, I'm not like, I am drowning, but I'm not like getting worse. I'm like plateauing while I wait for the medicine to kick in. They gave me a steroid to kind of try and keep me afloat, and recently I just got more iron, so I've been feeling a little better this week, which is awesome. But like my meds won't kick in until I think I started it in April actually, so I won't start to feel the effects until October, which is oof. But you know, I've been in this flare for 3 years, and so I'm like, I don't want to lose my colon. I will do my best to persevere. And so that's what I've been doing. I know that sounds like hee hee ho ho, but it sucks. But it is what it is. I'm doing my best to try to keep happy. Still going to school, although I did take off this term, or I withdrew from the class that I'm in, but the next class I should be able to do, because I got my iron infusion, and it's not going to be... My last class required me to actually have, like, brain power. But this next one I don't think is going to be much, because it's a business class. So, I'm doing my best. Hello, GFH69, if that is your real name. It's good to see you. How you doing? Is that going where I wanted to go? Nope. Interesting. I actually really enjoy Discord's features. I know its enshittification's going on, but I'm hoping the service that replaced it has all of its features. I did not know about the enshittification of Discord. What's going on? I do know that they did add some AI stuff that nobody liked. What was I doing? Making a centrifuge, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to need normally be 12, but I've already got a double plate, so let's go ahead and get that set up, and then the rest is going to go into 9 pieces for the extra stuff that I need. It looked like it didn't go in, but it did, trust. In the meantime, I need my hammer. I need to put in 2 more, because I forgot about the 2 long rods that I'll need for later. Oh, they've recently moved into the "it's time to monetize this platform, become profitable" phase of Discord. Ah, fuck. I'm glad you're still surviving and streaming. Oh, I'll be a survivor. I don't plan on dying anytime soon. Don't worry, gang. You're gonna get the same quality Gregtech content I've been serving up. This might not be as long as streams. 2 days ago, I was only able to get an hour in, but today I seem to be... I'm approaching the 2-hour mark, so... It's going good. Right? 3, and then... Is it wrenches that I need? Or, no, not wrenches. Gears. I didn't even come here for Gregtech. I mean, I did the first time. That's right, you're just here for my sexy voice and knowledge on finance. Centrifuge. Gregtech is the kind of mod pack you really need a supercut of. It's not even a mod pack, it's just a mod. That's how big it is. That's why I love it. is that, like, all of the quote-unquote mods in the mod pack, you know, is, like, really made to go well together. Your sexy voice singing the Crucible song? Oh, I haven't been singing it! Don't worry, everybody. 'Cause we're waiting on the Crucible, waiting on the Crucible, waiting on the Crucible, yes, yes, yes. Waiting on the Crucible, waiting on the Crucible, waiting on the Crucible, 'cause I need bronze. Usually what I need. Shredder. And let's focus on that plate real quick. Obviously, I understand the Discord has better features. I just hate the interface with burning fashion. I want people to acknowledge how shitty it is. It's an okay interface. I don't think it's necessarily like the greatest thing ever. I'm not over here just like, God damn, that interface though. But like, I've seen worse. My favorite Discord moment, though, is when Discord Twitter went, are you guys a honk me, 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 me? Are you a honk shoe when you sleep? And then TeamSpeak comes over, and they're just like, this is the company we lost to. Poor TeamSpeak. $24 is what I need. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Times 3 is 18. I need 18 again. You still doing good? You are done. Excuse me. I mean, it's all you use as messaging app. It feels the same as Skype, isn't it? I use Microsoft Teams at work, and I feel like Skype is the same as Teams. No, Teams is vastly superior for one reason and one reason only, and that is I can send the stupidest GIFs through it. That was the only reason I came into work. Teams is impressed with how consistently bad it is. It is abysmal otherwise, it's true. Microsoft really just took it and was like, how can I make this worse? When they took Skype. Skype was already kind of bad. But like, it was the first, like, basically the first big one that did, like, video chat. So, like, we gotta give it credit for it paving the way. They've released multiple updates to address the slowness and power consumption issues. At least that's what they said on paper. I don't believe it for... I'll believe it for a second. Man, TeamSpeak Dishes, you have a need to be in multiple tiered channels with a command structure. It's like EVE Online, please. Let's go TeamSpeak. I think what I like now the most is WhatsApp. I hear it's really good for hanging out with your international friends. Not necessarily because it's like the best, but because that's what a lot of international people use. What the heck is this? I think there's something clogging the system. Who's clogging? Oh. The only time I've used TeamSpeak is when I was messing around on EVE Online. I don't know, that's kind of funny in and of itself. The only advantage TeamSpeak has is that you can self-host it. All the Discord clones are fiendishly complicated to set up by comparison. I do admit I am a sucker for ease of access. What are they doing? Am I making bronze? Yes. Okay, we need 8 plus 2 is 10. Why I hate Linux is because, like, I understand from the computer nerds that is the better system, but I am not a computer person very much. The most complicated thing I can do is port forward, and that's not a very complicated thing to do. So I'm just like, do I need to write lines of code? And they're like, maybe. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. I used to use Skype in high school to talk to my D&D friends. I'm no longer friends with those people, so now I just talk to my one on FaceTime. That's fair. Nah, Discord does not support 200 people who need to be able to talk in smaller subgroups. Seems to be definitely wins at that, but like, when would I need that? Mine is EVE Online. I do not play EVE Online. Nor do I play any MMORPG. I do like MMORPGs, I just wish they weren't also shit. Like, I like the idea of them. But as soon as I have to, like, spend the rest of my life grinding, I'm upsetty. I'm a computer nerd, and I only use Linux for Minecraft servers. I did get, this server I'm on right now is running on a Linux computer. Somewhere in the depths of Oracle. Most common thing I can do is set up a library package manager for Python and install all my dependencies for the dumb stuff I'm going to cook. I don't know what any of that means. But, like, setting up this server, was me with ChatGPT and DeepSeek being like, how do I do this now? This is what I got. And, like, it being DeepSeek and ChatGPT, it was tough to set up because sometimes it'll just not give you the right information. And then I'm just like, you told me that's the right information, after I, like, give it to him and it's like, that's not the right information. Here's what you actually should put. Do I have oil in here now?
Huh?
No. I set up a server. I remember you were talking about doing so. Yeah. Originally, I had it running on one of those tiny computers, but it turns out those suck. You gotta get actually a decent computer to run a server. Who knew, right? I'm just seeing if it clogs anymore. Okay, I think the rest in here should be good. I don't see anything I don't recognize. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. I've done some basic DevOps stuff in a pinch. Yeah, where were you when I needed you most? You obviously are supposed to, devote your life to me. Obviously. Then we're going to switch my media PC to Linux only because Windows 11 won't run on it. That's fair. I hear some dogs in the background. They be barking. To be honest, 90% of computer use nowadays is just prompting ChatGPT. How the hell do I do this? I wish it, like, functioned, though. That'd be cool. I'm not prepared to simp that hard at this juncture. Well, I'll be there when you're ready. Quartzite. That's what's clogging. Oh, damn, quartzite. Apparently, I got into stibnite. Take that out. I'm just waiting for this to finish so that I can get to turning this on. So they both run, the items will collide in the pipe and then be confused and not empty both at the same time because Gregtech's just silly. It like works logically to a fault, and that's what I love it. So we're waiting on the shredder, not the crucible. I gotta come up with a new song. Waiting on shredder, waiting on shredder. I hope that it gets better. I'm so good. See, this is what my music degree is going to. All my shit's done. That's cool. Why am I lagging? Why am I losing frames? Oh, I don't have a whole ton of memory. You know, I'm kind of tired anyways. So, we're gonna end here. Yeah, get out.